If they're on your email list, but you're selling more on social media than you are on email, they're not going to engage with your emails that much, right? And that's going to decrease your conversion. So exclusivity is so, so important when you are increasing your email sales and growing your list at the same time. If you're noticing that you're not making as many email sales as you could, or you want to increase your conversions overall, here is the one thing that you need to switch right now if you are not already. You need to make sure you're sending exclusive content to your email list. In order to increase your conversions, people need to be reading your emails. And the reason being is because when you write emails and you make that your primary sales strategy, you are able to answer more of your clients' questions, sell more of the features of the offer that you're promoting, and be more thorough, just in general, more thorough with the way you answer their questions, more thorough with the way you sell your program, etc. So it's very, very important that as many people as possible are getting your emails, because that is what is going to help you make more sales. When somebody is not on your email list, or they're on your email list and they're not really engaged with it, you're not going to make as many sales in your launch, because they're relying on short form content on social media that you're doing, or like just your webinar that you only did for 60 minutes, or your private podcast, whatever. They're relying on something that is not as thorough as email. Really think about it. When somebody is in your launch, for example, there's a huge difference between having every single thing about your offer sitting in their inbox versus having to piece together everything on your social media or somewhere else, or not get all the information they need from your webinar or whatever, right? Imagine someone being able to type in your name and get a block of emails that answers every single thing, that covers every single aspect of your offer. Huge difference. So you want people getting your emails and engaging with them. You want that, right? That is a huge reason why you are not seeing an increase in your conversions, or you are plateauing, or whatever's going on with your sales, right? So the goal is to get as many people on your email list and to have them actually want to engage with your emails. And the first step to that is something I call exclusivity. You need to get in the habit of sending exclusive emails to your list. Number one, that will actually get people onto your list. When you tell people, I'm sending exclusive content to my list, you drive people over to there. But not only that, you need to actually exclusively sell to your email list. You need to make it clear that if you want all of your questions answered, if you want to know everything about the offer, if you want to be able to get the bonus, if you want to be able to join the webinar, whatever, you have to be on my email list in order to get that information, right? So you need to actually make it as exclusive as possible. This will, like I said, get people onto your email list, and it'll reset your audience and train them to know that where you primarily sell is there. That is where you need to be and where you want to be. Okay. And I don't want you to get caught up in what does exclusive mean, right? Don't overthink it. It's not double the work. It's not that you're creating extra content. You create content for your email list first, and then if you want to repurpose it later, you can, but they need to know that they get content there first. And they need to know that they get the most thorough and in-depth content there first. So that is very, very important in order to increase your launch sales and your sales overall. People need to be getting your emails. It is not enough for them to only be getting your social media, or only your webinar, or only your podcast. They need to be able to type in your name and see all of your content about your offer. That is very, very important. And that brings me to, that's getting people onto your list. When it comes to getting people that are on your list to actually engage, you need to be sending exclusive content from the standpoint that they need to know that this is where I get exclusive content, right? So like if they're on your email list and they only see that you email every once in a while, or your only kind of exclusive content that you send is like when you do a Dear Diary community update, where you're like, this is an update on my life, these are the books I'm loving, things like that, like newsletter style, then they're gonna like sit dormant on your list. They're not going to engage with your launches. If they're on your email list, but you're selling more on social media than you are on email, they're not going to engage with your emails that much, right? And that's going to decrease your conversion. So exclusivity is so, so important when you are increasing your email sales and growing your list at the same time. So if you want to increase your conversions, not just with your current email list, but overall in your business, get more people reading your emails, get more people that can go through a full campaign with you where they see every single aspect of your offer. They see every single one of their unique questions and objections answered thoroughly in long form content, where they get all of this sitting right in their inbox for them to peruse through. That is so, so important and so much more strategic, and it's going to convert higher.